what's up you guys? After show reaction. Today I'm going to be doing my thoughts video for season 6 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So if you're not familiar with how these go, I basically just talk about my thoughts on the season. I include some of your questions, and at the end I give you an idea of some of my predictions for the next season. Without further ado, let's get into my thoughts for the season. So this season was very depressing, very like, I don't know, it was kind of a mixed bag for me. Like, there was some really good moments, but there were also some really terribly, like, depressing moments. I don't know, I think it's definitely better than season 4 for me. Like, season 4, my least favorite season is season 1, and then season 4. And then probably season 6. But I really like the coloring of this season. I like how bright it was. I like the cinematography. I enjoyed the season a lot. I was really annoyed with the way that the trio were going. Like, what, they wanted to be super villains? Like, I don't know, I kept thinking, how do you go from a hell god to, you know, a bunch of fucking stupid heads? I didn't like the trio. I didn't. I mean, I like that they created the big bad, essentially. But I just don't like how long the trio were around. Because, like, normally throughout all the seasons, the big bad would pretty much show up around the, you know, 12th or 13th episode. I don't know. Buffy being really depressed and sad, I felt bad for her, but it got kind of annoying by the end. I'm not gonna lie. The way that Tara died, I feel very robbed, because, you know, it's like the end of I Was Made to Love You, where you have like this awesome, funny episode, and then you have, like, you find Joyce on the couch, and it's just so shocking that, like, you can't think of anything else. But, like, it's more of a shock thing. Like, with Tara, I was just shocked. And then the next episode began, and they didn't give me time to mourn, so I went straight, like, I felt like I was Willow. She didn't get a chance to mourn either. She went straight after Warren. And so I was like, kill him, go kill him, you know what I mean? And so I don't think that I've even had a chance to really mourn Tara, and so I was expecting to bawl my eyes out, and I didn't. And I don't know if that means that I'm still in denial, or I am just so numb to emotion by this point in the show. Because when Jenny died, I just bawled my fucking eyes out, and I love Tara 100 times more than Jenny. Maybe it's just that Jenny was the first. I don't know. Xander really pissed me off this season. Why they couldn't go through with the marriage, I was like, I feel like that was unnecessary drama, if I'm completely honest. Like, they couldn't just have one happy couple, just, I don't know. I just feel like it was unnecessary. They didn't have to get married so fucking quickly. It's like when you set something up and then you just don't go through with it. I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of it. Felt really bad for Anya. I missed Giles all season, and then he showed up and realized why I love him. I hope he's in season 7. Anyways, those are my thoughts on season 6 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now we're going to get into some of your questions. There were a lot to pick from, and I've just picked a couple because I don't want to be doing this thoughts video for too long, as I want to start the next season. And basically I had a lot of trouble figuring out answers for a lot of them, so I hope that you're okay with the questions that I've picked and the answers that I go for them. Echo Heart from Wind Clan asked, what was the best and worst episode of the season? Best episode, probably Once More with Feeling. Although tabula rasa was actually quite nice. That's such a nice word to say. Tabula rasa. Tabula. Oh no. Tabula rasa. It's a nice word. And least favorite would definitely be the Double Meat Palace. Or maybe Normal again. The Double Meat Palace had like a penis monster. So I don't know. Suki asked, what do you think about Dawn's kleptomania? Do you think what she's gone through could actually cause such a problem in a real life teenager? I think Dawn was a little bit of a drama queen this season. I mean, last season she had a bit of an excuse. She was 14, and she was literally created. And as Passion of the Nerd actually pointed out to me, she's not a 14, 15-year-old girl. She's what a bunch of monks think a 14-year-old girl would be like. So I can sort of, forgive her for that. But I didn't like the way that Dawn was this season. Like, you're not spending time with me, blah blah, like, you realize that Buffy sacrificed her life to save you, and now she's back and she's just trying to figure out her life. It's not all about you, Dawn. And so that led to her kleptomania, which I was like, why? Like, maybe, I guess she was doing it for attention, but I don't really. I never understand the whole stealing things for attention, because when you get caught and you get the attention that you want from it because, you're getting in trouble, I don't know, I just think it's stupid. So I don't know. I hope that answers your question. I didn't like it very much this season. I hope next season she's better with Buffy training her and stuff. Well, I assume that's what's happening, because she was like, I want to show you the world. I can show you the world. Emma Goldsborough asked, what did you think of Spike this season? So the beginning of the season, Spike was like super cute and super sweet and like just always there listening to Buffy, and like she was going through a really hard time and he was always there for her, and it was so sweet. And then they kissed, and then they kissed again, and then they brought a house down. Which was all great. Like, loved it. But then when they, like, the next couple of, no, I think it was kind of after Gorn, everything just sort of changed with this character. He became more like, just to me, he became more, I'm gonna take what I want kind of thing. Like, he got very cocky with it, and I don't know, it just felt very kind of icky and kind of toxic, to which it wasn't really before. I don't know, there was just something strange about it after the episode Gone. That just didn't sit well. Like, just, it was very dirty. I don't know, and then I kind of, got a little bit turned off by it a little bit. Like, I still ship them. Which is pretty fucked up after what happened. But I don't know. And then, like, after the scene in Seeing Red, it was just, wow. Like, no, you know. And then we had, like, Riley come back and call Spike the doctor. And everyone, like, called me out being like, it's totally Spike, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's pretty stupid. The common theory about that I've heard, which I think I like a lot, is that he was just babysitting those eggs or whatever for money that he could give to Buffy because she was struggling with the Double B Palace. That's what I think. I think that works for his character, not because he would just randomly, like, it just seems so stupid. Like, it just felt like a cheap way to be like, yeah, Spike's evil, you shouldn't be shipping these two characters together. And it was like, okay. I don't know, I feel like they could have done that better. Like, I agree that Spike is evil, that he has a chip in his head, but that doesn't mean that he's not evil. I get it, I agree with that, but I just don't like the way that was executed. And then we had Seeing Red. Everyone has expressed their opinions to me about this. And I'm going to try and touch the subject, but not really touch it, because people are going to be very annoyed with me either way. Buffy and Spike, their first time having sex, they were fighting. They took down a building. And then she initiated sex. So from the get-go, not really healthy. Not really, they don't really have, like, it was very aggressive, and they didn't have a safe word to begin with. Okay? And then you have, you know, Buffy continually saying no to him, but then in Gone, when she goes invisible, she goes to, you know, have sex with him again. And then he tells her to leave and go, you know, sort out your business or whatever. If I can't have you like this, I'd rather not have you at all, or something like that. To which she starts doing stuff to him, even though he never gave the consent. Okay? But in saying that, there's not been any consent in the relationship to begin with. Okay? And then you have, you know, the time at the Bronze when he came and felt her up, and people have claimed that he raped her there. I disagree. I disagree with all of these times, because consent was not given any of the times that they had sex, but they still did. Okay, and they never had a safe word, so a lot of the time when Buffy would say no, she would still go in for it. But that doesn't mean that that's consent. But a lot of the time, Buffy would do it herself. Okay? There was many times that she's just turned around so I disagree with the Bronze, with him raping her. No. There's actually a part in that scene where he's feeling her, and then he's like, no, open your, like, she goes to close her eyes, and he goes, no, open your eyes, and she opens her eyes. She's listening to him. So I don't agree that that's rape. What happened in the bathroom, that was attempted rape. However, As I've said before, they don't have a safe word. Buffy has said to him many times before, no, 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 and then had sex anyways. Okay? So to a soulless Spike who thinks, you know, the only thing that he can do in this scenario is, like, you know, if they just have sex, they'll be okay again. Because she was a bitch to him, and then they had sex, and then they had this ongoing thing. So I can understand his train of thought there. However, again, that scene is definitely attempted rape, because she kicks him and pushes him off, which also shows all the other times was not rape, because she would have done that if she really did not want to. And I stand by that. I just think that they never had a safe word, and that's all that they needed. And in regards to Spike getting a soul, that whole scene was a little bit weird. Like, why the fuck would he be like, bitch is gonna see a change? Like, I would have been happy with the whole, you know, Spike going to get a soul, all good. But the fact that he says, bitch is gonna see a change, I thought that was a little bit stupid. And I can't fault Spike any more than I fault any more than I fault Angel for being Angelus. I don't hate Angel for killing Jenny, because they're two different people. So I'm really sorry for a really long-winded response, but you asked what I think of Spike, and basically a lot of people asked a lot of Spike questions, so I figured I'd answer it all in this question. Forks Indigo asked, what's your favourite Halloween episode? Halloween, Fear Itself, or All the Way? You know, I really liked the concept of Halloween in season 2. It was such an interesting concept that sort of kept going throughout the seasons, like with Xander knowing about military stuff, which was cool. But I think I would have to say Fear Itself would be my favourite Halloween episode, just because it was so much fun. Like, a lot of fun stuff happened in that episode. Like Giles with a chainsaw, and Anya with bunnies, dressed as a bunny. Obsidian Shade 96 asked, what are your thoughts on Dark Willow, and whose death on the show would you like to take back if you only had one? I really enjoyed the concept of Dark Willow. I think it was, you know, set up alright, because, you know, you had like her being addicted to magic for half the season, and then you get her off of magic, and then it's almost like she relapses at the end, and then like when, you know, Tara dies. I really enjoyed how badass she was. I think I would have liked it if it went on a little bit longer though. I feel like 3 episodes wasn't enough Dark Willow for me. I want to see more. And then it had like the greatest Giles moment ever. I'd like to test that theory. It's quite nice. And then, whose death would I take back? Tara. Like, that's all. Thomas Denler asked, after watching the musical episode, which duet would you prefer the most? Sweet and Lorne, or Spike and Darla? Drusilla and Giles, or Spike and Lindsay? You know what? I would be very intrigued to see Spike and Darla. That'd be very intriguing to see. Cause she's got like a very high-pitched voice, and he's got like a very low-pitched voice. Very, very interesting. But you know what? I'll throw a wrench in the gear here. Alright? I want to see a duet of Wesley and Jonathan. I don't know. Just two random characters. Or maybe like Lila. I wonder if Lila can sing. Denver McCaw asked, did you prefer Willow with Tara or Willow with Oz? And which type of person would you like to possibly see Willow with in the future? I feel like they were both really amazing relationships. I feel like with Oz, it was such a sweet first love kind of relationship. And she was very shy and timid back then, and I feel like when she got with Tara, she really opened up and became a whole lot more confident than, you know, you'd ever seen before. So I think I'd have to say Willow and Tara, but I really do adore Willow and Oz. And what type of person would I like to see with her in the future? Tara. Just bring her back. No one. No, this is like the scenario of like, how do you, this is like the situation of when Angel left Buffy, and it was like, how do you get an awesome boyfriend for Buffy? And then we got Riley. No. I just don't think anyone could live up to Tara for me. So those were the questions that I picked to answer today. I hope you guys are okay with the amount of questions that I answered. I hope you guys are okay with the way that the questions were answered. Yeah. Now I'm going to go into some of my predictions. I'm going to make three. Yes, three. I always make three predictions. So, my first prediction is that Buffy will be training Dawn. I mean, it's kind of a prediction, kind of a, like, already being confirmed kind of thing, but I'm going to predict it because I suck at making predictions, and that's what we're going for. I think that she's going to be training her. She's going to be a great vampire slayer sister. I don't know. My second prediction is that we will see more Giles, because, I mean, the world is better with Giles in it. Yeah. And my third prediction is that I'm going to cry during the finale, because it's like the last episode. How are we here already? I don't want to finish. So those were my thoughts on season 6 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I hope you guys enjoyed this season with me. And if you're not already aware, for season 7 and season 4 of... So season 7 of Buffy and season 4 of Angel, I'm going to be cutting down to 3 episodes a week with some Firefly included into that, because why not? And next week, when those premieres come up, I'm going to be using the premiere feature, which means when they come out, which should be, I think it will be Angel first, and then Firefly, and then Buffy. So they'll basically stream, kind of. It'll be kind of like I was live streaming the episode. And like basically you guys can talk during the reaction to each other, and it's gonna be great. So I hope you guys all join me there. And yeah. So that's season 6. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in season 7.